Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I'm so sorry for being so late. I am sick again. I don't know what the hell I did and I don't know what god I pissed off, let's put it that way, to get suddenly sick again. So I apologize in advance if I'm a little gross this stream, but I had to do it. I had to be here because there's some really cool stuff happening, brought to you by our friends over at Gameswell, who have created, oh my god, there's such cool stuff. There's such cool stuff. First of all, amazing announcements. I mentioned in the beginning of this stream and in the title that there are giveaways happening as we're raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. And we've actually unlocked 5 of the 9 total giveaways already. So we've already done amazing. Those are gonna be over in the Discord and more details to come. For right now, to catch everyone up, if you haven't been a part of this stream yet, we are currently raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. It's a foundation, a little charity out of Australia that is very similar to some of the other charity streams we've done in the past. We are raising money to help sick kids in hospitals. They are obviously, it's really fucking hard to be a kid when you're stuck with either chronic illness or a really intense illness or illness of any kind. Trust me, illnesses suck. Fucking ask me how I know. And so we're trying to raise money to help basically answer those kids' wishes. I believe for every 7,500 Australian dollars raised, it's like equivalent to one wish. We saw someone do something, we saw like a video kind of demonstrating how those work. One girl, Lottie, got the chance to fly her entire family out to Queensland. She's like actually the one pictured here, and you can see her holding Bluey. She got to go to Bluey Land, or Bluey World, I think it is. I'm not Australian, I don't know. Hi Wintermelon and hi Pie Man, welcome in for the first time. And so she got to hang out with basically her favorite character from television. Yvette says, first stream, the mic. Second stream, simultaneous stream goes down. Third stream, sick. You need to make up some blood sacrifices or something. I'll do it right after this. Someone says, aw, chicken over on TikTok. Hi, hello. Yeah, so we're, and also hello to everyone over on YouTube. So sorry that things didn't work yesterday. I don't fucking know why. I literally, all I did was I restarted my OBS and updated it, and that fixed it. Usually OBS updates like break everything, so I'm honestly kind of shocked it worked. But let me make sure that I go live on Instagram as well, so that way I can talk to the masses, talk to the people across all the platforms. Lucas says $7,500 unlocks a 9th level spell. Yeah, so that's how people have been talking about it, is they were like, yeah, you basically get to cast Wish. And I want to show you this leaderboard that we have as well. Hold on, let me see. Charity stream with giveaways. Still getting set up on everything. There we go. So now Instagram's gonna be here. But yeah, so there's, if we go to like the Starlight Children's Foundation and we go to Streammas specifically, there's actually a bunch of content creators that I'm familiar with, especially over in the Australian sphere. A bunch of people that I met during PAX Aus and things like that. That are, Cashcal said, wait, I could cast Witch. Yeah, so $7,500 every time we reach that mark, it's like we help a kid out in some sense. There are also smaller things, you know, they bring out people to help out the kids by like just entertaining them while they're in the hospital and things like that. So it's just all around amazing. Wintermelon says, is this an Australian stream? It is not. I'm unfortunately American, and my God, I am, the unfortunate part is real strong. My nerd life, Nick and Nikki are here already at the top of the leaderboard by donating a straight $1,000 in one go, which has been amazing. You can see all the top teams and the top fundraisers here. We're one of the top teams somehow, although we're not really a team, we're just kind of us. But as far as like top 10 fundraisers for the entirety of the stream so far, for the entirety of Streammas, we're number 9. We've raised 1,795 Australian dollars for charity so far. And our goal by the end of stream is to reach, let's see, what were we at? We're trying to reach 2,500 Australian. If we do, that means we'll have unlocked all of the giveaways. The way the giveaways work is you do have to be in Discord to enter, but it is free to enter. You don't have to purchase anything, because that's illegal. So what I'm gonna do is after the stream ends, I'm going to basically do giveaways the way I normally do in the Discord, where it's like, you know, hey, react to enter. If you use multiple accounts, that's shitty of you, so don't do that. But I don't think anyone, I think having multiple Discord accounts is also illegal though. But yeah, so our friends over at PNW are doing a bunch of giveaways. They've offered up 9 things total. We've already reached 5 of them. So we'll be giving away, you can see the milestones here, Since we reached $750, we'll be giving away a deck of forest-themed playing cards. I think actually the original was 500. Yeah, sorry. At 500, we give away a deck of ocean-themed playing cards. At 750, it's forest-themed cards. And then at $1,000, you can win a copy of PNW, which is it's genuinely, I keep this in my cart. It's wonderful. Multiple Discords, isn't it? It's against their TOS? Oh, gotcha. Well, just don't be shitty about it, we'll say. But you'll have to join the Discord, and then I'll have a whole thing, or I'll come up with a better system. Like an email sign up or some such. But we've unlocked 2 copies of the ocean cards, 2 copies of the forest themed cards, and 2 copies of PNW so far. So that's what's being given away to y'all. I've talked about this book not as often as I should, because it's not TTRPG related. It's more just like a Pacific Northwest themed book of 50 games that you can play with a normal deck of cards. It's gorgeously illustrated by a Pacific Northwest local as well. The team Gameswell are quite literally just like a husband and wife duo who are also the sweetest human beings ever. And you have games that use a bunch of different mechanics. So for example, things like, oh my gosh, it's like, there's one that's updated Solitaire, but like Solitaire on steroids. There's a bunch that are like resource gathering and resource hoarding cards. There's a couple that are like, I'm pretty sure there's one where it's like resource management or, oh God, I want to say, yeah, here we go. Worker placement, that's the term I'm looking for. So there's ones that say like set collection, worker placement, all that sort of stuff. So you can enter to win 1 of 2 copies so far. Again, the more we raise, the more copies and card decks will be unlocked. Tom is a wonderful human being. Popped into chat not too long ago. Sorry, my brain is so foggy. And he's fantastic, and he offered these a little while ago specifically for this stream. So HG says I feel like a second Discord would be so much work. Honestly, yeah. And let me show you what the cards look like as well. PNW cards, let's say. Will this actually show up? Yeah, okay. So I don't have the physical cards on me because I tore apart my apartment looking for them and I couldn't find them. But this is what they look like, in case you were curious. They are just themed absolutely gorgeously. There's one that is called Mist, that is blue, and then another called Evergreen, which is all green and foresty. So you can see them both here. I've given them away in the past, and they fit right in with the theme of the book. So we've unlocked 2 each of the colors that's, oh my God, that's me. Hi, oh, I forgot I made this video. Got jump scared by myself. Anyway, yeah, so we've been doing giveaways of the book, doing giveaways of the cards. Hop into the Discord at any point, and after this stream ends at about 6:30, I'll get that all set up. So by 7 o'clock, it should be live, and you should be able to enter just by clicking a button. Again, no purchase necessary, because I don't want to fuck with the FTC or whatever, whoever controls that. Anyway, we have some new subscribers and some new followers. Dan the Panini Man. Hi! God, I did go for a panini. Holy shit. Wintermelon, Crayhack, and Panda have all subscribed. We also have Lukage who wants me to hydrate, which honestly I probably should, given how sick I am. Here we go, Vault Dweller. Hey, welcome in. We also have Tamarathon who's on 25 streams in a row, saying a quarter of the way there. Oh yeah, President Walker says the cover art is sick. Yeah, it's all like holographic gold. They're also putting out one that's like Texas-based. That is a blue cover with, I think, silver? I'd have to double check, but it's like, it's fucking pretty. This lives in my glove compartment specifically for camping. This sounds like an ad, it really isn't. This lives in my glove compartment for camping because, like, if you go camping, you could bring whole-ass board games, but they take up a lot of room, and also try teaching friends that you go camping with a board game when they just want to drink and stare at a fire, right? So I usually go with card games instead. It's either this or Pocket Paragons that I play with friends. And these are really easy to teach, really easy to play, so it's my go-to. Plus, it fits the theme of being out in the wilderness, you know. Crayhack says, is your chicken warm? It is. It's so soft. Have I hold on. Let me show you guys this is the head. I also have Benedict here, the mascot, the little guy, the little man himself, who is, of course, providing support on stream today. Emotional, mostly. There's also like a little tail. How cute is that? How adorable. So, yeah, it's just the only thing I can physically stand to wear right now. So, anyway, we've already reached $2,000. Holy shit, I blinked. I didn't even get through my fucking intro and we reached $2,000. Okay, amazing. Who joined the board? Mickey. donated 205 Australian dollars. Holy shit, Vicky, thank you so much. That's amazing. I don't have like a username or anything to tag it to, so if you're in the chat, please say hello. That's wonderful. If you're watching on Twitch, you can use !donate at any point to go to this link, by the way, and either read more about the like basically the giveaway stuff, or you can read more about the Starlight Fund. You can check out the leaderboards, or you can donate. So if you're watching on YouTube, instead you can go to the description of the video. It'll be there, of the stream, I suppose. Let's see, and Willin over on the Instagram says chickens are basically like the state bird out here. Dude, the bin chickens in Australia are, to me, the prettiest things ever, and to native Australians, they're like, we fucking hate these things. They're disease. They're what we think of as pigeons, essentially. But they look so pretty. The ibises, oh my god, they're so sweet. Anyway, Mickey with 205 Australian dollars. I feel like I need to keep stating that it's Australian because it's a lot fucking cheaper to donate to Australia. At least it feels cheaper. That's not actually how the exchange rate works, but let me believe. $205 donated. Thank you so much, Mickey. You're on the board. Thank you so much. It's really super sweet of you. Let's see. So that unlocks the next milestone. So we've unlocked another deck of Oceanic themed trading, like 52 card deck. Oh, and someone else donated as well. I just saw the pop-up. I didn't hear it. I should turn sound on. There's sound, so you guys can hear the nice little chimes. And then we had a $5 donation from Wintermelon, who says, in it. Thank you so much, Wintermelon. Wait, hold on, let me put this on the board. Thank you so much, Wintermelon. That helps a ton, thank you. And honestly, it brings us up to a nice, even divisible by 10 number, which makes my heart happy. Christoph says, Australians have a bad history with birds, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Hardstyle Fish says, Emu War mentioned, raw. Wasn't there a thing that, oh god, was it Botswana? There was like some city or country out there where someone ran the numbers and they were like, yeah, the population of this country is like, we'll say 2,000 people, and there's 2,700 emus in Australia. So in theory, if the emus ever decided to invade this country, they'd win. Or something like that, some ridiculous factoid. Anyway, Wintermelon. Wintermelon tea. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. You guys, again, you don't have to donate to win the giveaway. You just have to be in the Discord, and then however much we donate, the more stuff we get to give away. That's kind of how it works. Anyway, hi Red Wolf, and Wintermelon says a lemon tattoo. Lucas says if we hit 3K, I'll get a lemon tattoo and live stream it to the Discord. You're gonna live stream your tattoo? No fucking way. Okay, well shit, I'll add that to the board, why not? I have to, oh man, okay. 3,000. Are you sure? It's 3,000 Australian. That's like $3.95 in American. Are you 100% certain that you want to do that? Let's see. Jeffrey says sick hoodie. Thank you. It's a whole onesie. It's actually so soft. It's so sweet. It's so wonderful. Oh my gosh. And Tacklin says, how do I join the Discord? !Discord at any point will take you straight there. There's just a little link. And then, hey, Salty6 Siege, welcome in. Same with Will Endowed, who was over in the Instagram stream. Papa Campbell, it's not TB1. And then Quixotic Bard, hi. Hello. Thank you to all the new followers. Welcome in, everyone. So, let's see. Let's see. I don't know why my auto mod held. Thank you in chat. That was weird. Tom Pickering, welcome in. Okay, so I need to go to the Tiltify. Let me add this new goal. If we reach 3,000 Australian fucking dollars, a community member's gonna get a tattoo, which is so wild. But also, Luke has been a fantastic help with the fundraising so far, with even awareness about the fundraising. So that's a solid way to end the year, if anything. It's been a wonderful year for charities. We've done a lot of good around here. Seriously, you guys should be super proud of yourselves. Like, genuinely, I think we've reached over $10,000 raised lifetime on Tiltify alone, and we've done several more thousands of dollars on separate platforms. Tom says, all right, there we go, no longer an Instagram pleb. Also, DBCU said smart detection is wild to hold that. Yeah, I know. I don't remember signing up for that, but I guess, all right. Okay, create milestone at $3,000. Community member Lukage gets a lemon tattoo and streams it. I can't write and streams it. Should I say live? I'll just say live. Okay, cool. I set that to $3,000. Let me just turn that. It will update our goal to 3K, but You can see it there. Amazing. Awesome. All right. Lucas says your Tiltify actually went over 10k total and you unlocked that achievement. Oh, I love that you're keeping a better eye on that than I am. Anyway, in news today, I was looking at Magic the Gathering's Lorwyn stuff. And I'm so sorry in advance if you don't like Magic the Gathering. I promise I won't talk about it that long. And the lady with the feet is fucking sweeping my For You page right now. So there's this card. You can go to Scryfall, by the way, at any point. This is a lovely website for finding Magic the Gathering cards. What's her name? I think it's something perfect, isn't it? It's, yeah, High Perfect Morkant. Morkant? I don't know. But she was basically announced with the Lorwyn stuff, or it was leaked. So the Lorwyn set is going to be coming out in January, from what I understand. I want it really bad because I love that sort of fake shit. But someone said the lady with the feet. Yeah. Enhance. They are kind of cloven though. I don't know if this is like an elven thing, if they canonically have like hooves on the end of their feet. I also kind of low-key want whatever these little thorn things are in real life. They look really cool. So apparently the High Perfect is like the most perfect elf in elven society. Like they value elves by how pretty they are, I guess. And the High Perfect is supposed to be like the best one or something like that. Tim says, what did I click into? We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. We're doing some charity stuff. I just like Instagram because then I get to chat with you guys. Unfortunately, you're the only platform I can't show things to. So it's mostly to tell people, hey, we're streaming right now. That being said, you can still join the giveaways if you're watching on Instagram right now. They're just gonna be over on the Discord, which is in my link in my bio. So that's always fun. DBC said, and you know they'll have a full and alt art of her. Oh God, I wonder what the alt art is gonna be. But yeah, so this is one of the new announcements for Lorwyn Eclipse. And she has this thing where whenever she or another elf enters, which is perfect for my Lathril deck, by the way, I can put a -1/-1 counter on a creature that an opponent controls. And then there's this, oh God, what was it called? There was this interaction with another card that makes it so that anytime you put a -1/-1 counter on someone's card, you can summon another elf. So in theory, as long as there are creatures to put -1/-1 counters on, you can just bring out so many fucking elves and never stop, which is an insane interaction. I don't know if it'll stay legal, but I kind of want the cards now. Flourishing Defenses, that's it. Thank you, DB. Flourishing Defenses. So this is it. Whenever a -1/-1 counter is placed on a creature, you can put a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token into play. This has been not very good. This is not a good card up until the High Perfect was announced. So as you can see, you could basically just summon infinite elves. And with my commander, Lathril, the more elves I have, the better. So I think that's really cool. I think that's fun. I don't know if it'll be something I could do. DBC said a permanent 2-card board wipe. Basically, yeah. Atomic says, oh, that card everyone was going crazy for last week. Yeah, I think they were mostly doing it for the bit because, I mean, it is a really good card. I'm excited for it. But also feet. I mean, there's this thing where you can look up Magic the Gathering cards by the art that's on them. So we could probably do art feet. Yeah, there you go. Man, Instagram, you're really missing out. Here's every single Magic the Gathering card that has feet in it. Look at this. Feast your fucking eyes. Aritus, thank you so much for joining us again. Welcome back for your 5th stream in a row. Alex Smolensky, hello. Welcome in on Instagram. Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh. Let's see. DB says Infinite Elves if you add Ivy Lane Denizen to the combo. What is Ivy Lane Denizen? Scryfall. Hold on. I need another tab for this. I want to keep the feet tab up. A lovely quote. Let's see. Wait, what was it? I lost it. Ivy Lane Denizen. Okay, whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. How come I don't have this? Oh, he's kind of expensive. Man, I feel like I should just look up all elf cards now. Because if we look up elves that are green and black, then we should be able to find, oh shit, is it color? Yeah. So here's every single green and black elf card. And then there's also ones that are like green or black. There we go. Okay. It's fucking cool though. Like you can make some really solid shit. Oh yeah, there's Aragorn and Arwen. They're so cute. Let's see. Nothing super crazy here, but I don't know, man. I just want to check it out. Prestidian says I didn't get a notification. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Also, hi Will. Hello, hello. And Taylor, hello, hello. Dub says a collection of culture. Yeah, so Feasting Hobbit. Kali of the Vast. Top tier. I was given this at PAX Unplugged, and it's honestly one of my favorite cards. I don't even run it yet. I haven't had time to build a deck around it, but I'm really fucking excited to at some point. DBC said, I mean, 2 are en route, but no flourishing defenses. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. And then kick in the door. Not enough toes. Maybe if I look at toes. You know, close enough. Oh, I didn't think this through. Maybe not that. Oh, hello? Never mind. We're set. We're good. Hey, Rara, hello. Welcome to my stream that is 100% not supposed to be about feet. We just got here by accident, I swear. Debauchery, hello. And then Will and Dowd says the Instagram chat is like 5 seconds behind. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Instagram. I had no idea. No one told me that before. Tom says, did you get any Furby cards? I didn't. Hold on. Where's the... Can we search by set? I never even looked at these. Someone said it's about feet and chickens. Do you guys remember... What was it? Was it Fable? The game where you could kick chickens around? And then you could eat, like, chicken nuggets? Nice, dear Nath. Also, Wintermelon says chicken feet is an excellent delicacy, to be fair. I remember feeding it to my dog. I didn't realize that those were something that you could eat as a normal human as well until I went to the very weird section of grocery store where they just have random little meats in what are functionally Ziploc bags that they sell right next to like the fucking lean cuisine. DBC said the Secret Lair website still has Furby stuff available. Oh, I've never looked at the Secret Lair website. I've only looked up stuff in, oh my God, how do I find, Furby. Oh, it's under Secret Layers drop. Okay, hold on. Secret Lair Magic the Gathering. And then, why do they call it Secret Lair anyway? Okay, here we go. Avatar. The Last of Us Part 2. Aha, here we go. Secret Lair times Furby. There's only 5? How much are they selling this for? Oh, 40 bucks. Still absolutely fucking insane. Oh, you guys haven't been seeing this. Here you go. Will says Avatar the Last what? Avatar the Last Airbender. The big one. Someone says holy mental flashbang for mentioning lean cuisine. And then Wintermelon says it's very popular in Chinese food. Oh. Yeah, so this is the Furby Secret Lair. Or one of them, I suppose. I know there's also some like horrifying Furby amalgams. And I haven't seen those yet. Is this it? Oh yeah, there's another one. Okay. Sphere of Safety, where you're trying to keep a bunch of Furbies the fuck out. Miscast. This whole fucking set was a miscast. Phyrexian Arena. Tormenting Voice. Jesus. And Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Tamiyo? Tamayo? There's also a bunch of like kind of spooky shit that I've never seen. With like some really fucking interesting art. I don't really collect cards for the art as much anymore, but that's kind of how I started back in the day, where I just really didn't know what to buy with Magic the Gathering, so I went to conventions. Hey, Nafrex, is he rocking like 3 streams right now? 4 technically. Well, technically, there's Twitch, there's YouTube desktop, YouTube mobile, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, so 5. There's a lot of chats. A lot of chats to keep up with. Tom says, I remember having a white and cyan colored Furby. It still haunts me to this day. It's been 20 odd years, yet its eyes still haunt me. I know it was a choice. They had a giant Furby hanging around at VidCon, and that was just wild. Oh yeah, and they also have like the almost like trick-or-treater versions of a lot of these cards. I need to get Wilhelt the Rock Cleaver as a commander for a zombie deck that I haven't fully... I have every single card for it except for Wilhelt, and it's easier to get a hold of this than it is to get a hold of the actual card for some reason. Let's see. Oh, Will and Dad says, I heard Avatar The Last of Us. Oh, it's like they have Avatar and they also have The Last of Us. But Cheese Prof is heading off. Have a good night, Cheese Prof. Yeah, there's some cool stuff on here. I don't know. Beyond that, what else has happened in gaming news since the last time I saw you? I heard someone ask a little bit about, God, what was it, the Game Awards? Because I'm still riding that high of it being the coolest thing I've ever seen and ever been to. So, hey, Lynn LW2D, welcome in. And Magic Gordon, hello, hello. So, if you guys have any questions about anything that we saw, I will say it was the coolest thing I've ever witnessed. Also, the opening ceremony, the guy who was just like absolutely rocking out on the fucking guitar, who was flanked by the two singers, that was so cool. The singer with the dreads was like, the stage presence was immaculate. N4X says, my buddy is getting me into Magic with Arena. Oh my God, yeah, I fucking love Arena. And he kicks my ass every time we play. I've only made like 3 decks. Yeah, Arena's a gateway drug for sure. Let's see. What else has been happening? Oh yeah, Atomic Gnome says, oh, you were at the Game Awards? Got to see that Divinity trailer in person, huh? And Flute Guy. Yeah, I had no idea who Flute Guy was. So I didn't realize that he would, it took me like 3 cuts back to him to realize he was switching flutes, at least like 2 of which just looked like they were pipes from someone's plumbing. But my God, he was fucking talented. The flutes got huge too. It was like actually insanely impressive. I wonder if he had help. My view of him was blocked except by the screens because someone was sitting in front of me. I was also behind the like tech booth. So it was me, a bunch of people, and then like a row of computers. So I could see all the countdowns and all the tech and all the behind the scenes stuff. But no, I couldn't see him really well. So I couldn't see if someone was like handing him the flutes. Someone said the PVC flute was the one he made himself. Oh shit, really? That's fucking cool. And also Pie Man says, I'm trying to build a Lathril deck. I'm so excited for Lorwyn. Oh my God, yeah. Lathril has my heart. She's my favorite. Also, hi, Mr. Max. How's it going? Hello, hello. Welcome in. And then Envrax says it's cool in its own right, though. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Iron River, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. What else was I going to talk about? Oh my God. So Christmas is coming up. As we all know, it's sneaking up fast. I feel like nothing has slowed down work-wise, so it doesn't feel like much. But it's been quite, I don't know. I feel like a sign of being an adult is not knowing what you want for Christmas, except for like maybe an upgraded vacuum. And even that's a lot to ask for nowadays. Tabletime Rain says, you a chicken. I dig it. Yeah, it was just comfy. And we're doing some charity streaming, so may as well. Tom says socks. Yeah, socks. What are the top Christmas gifts 2025? Let's judge the shit out of these, because I know that they're all sponsored. E-News. The best Christmas gift ideas from Oprah's Favorite Things 2025. She's still doing that? Dude, I thought she retired or something like that. Magic Gord says, y'all need to get Wirewood Symbiote. It's a 10-cent card for Lathril and free untap for the Life Drain. Wirewood Symbiote. Oh, I don't think I know this. Return an elf you control to its owner's hands and untap a target creature. Activate only once each turn. Interesting. It's an insect. I wonder what it has to do with, oh, that's an elf. I thought it was standing on a ridge. Oopsies. People also say on Instagram that like being an adult means you can just buy whatever you want. And that's the problem, is like having adult money. If I see something I like, I usually just save up for it myself and get it myself. Lucas says a dono update. Did we get another donation? Hey, holy shit, we're up to $2,205. Oh my God, we had Drodane who donated another $200 Australian. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Drodane, are you here? I haven't seen you say anything yet. That's awesome. That means we are only, oh my God. Someone do the math. $45 donated away from unlocking another deck of cards to be able to give out, which would be amazing. Lucas says Drodane isn't on tonight. I sent the link. Oh, sick. Well, tell him I said thank you. Yeah, we'll add him to the board. Even if he's not on, of course. Drodane with 200 Australian dollars. If anything, and this is mean, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I just want to beat out Dread. Dreaded GM is a friend of mine and has been doing like absolutely amazing, fucking kicking ass at it. Yeah, there he is. He's at 4,600 Australian dollars, which is insane. But my God, my name is so wordy. Look at the fucking, I put way too many words into this. I should have cut that down by a lot. Oopsies. But we're number 7 right now. Dread is number 2. So we got a little bit of a ways to go, but at the very least I want to close the distance. Let's see. Tom says I'm living in a friend's annex for a bit. I brought them both some new oven gloves and giving each of them a gift card, one for Warhammer and the other for a tattoo. Okay, here's a question for the audience. A question for the chat. How do we actually feel about gift cards being given away as Christmas gifts? Because do you feel like it's something that is genuinely like, oh, this is lazy and whoever gave it to me probably just doesn't know me? Or do you think of it as like a genuine boon? Because I feel like my type AS is really like, hey, you can try and buy me a birthday or Christmas gift, but like, I know what I want better than you could do, and I guarantee shopping for stuff like Magic cards is gonna get really complicated for anyone who's not got the same hobbies. So I feel like gift cards are really good. Yeah, and Fafrak, sorry, I keep pronouncing your name wrong, says the same thing. They concur over on Instagram. Jaden, hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. I feel like, yeah, Christoph says they work, but like the general gift cards, not specific locations. Oh, like Visa gift cards? Eldarian Tales also says they work, but they aren't always very memorable. Yeah, I feel like it's really either gotta be, you have to go either Visa gift card, and that's like the least memorable possible option, or something hyper-specific, like, not even hyper-specific, but like a Steam gift card, you know? Something that's not a restaurant, essentially, for it to even begin to mean something. Let's see, Anime Man over on Instagram says, I love gift cards, as long as you pick a place that the person actually shops at. Yeah. Rain says, just give me cash. I get gift cards are slightly more thoughtful than cash, but I'd rather just have less stress on life expenses or to get something I know I want. That's true, and I'm seeing cash pop up a lot more on like my little cousins' wish lists lately. Because it's like, I don't know. I guess it's a sign of the recession or something like that. Oh, someone says they use gift cards as stocking stuffers with a prerequisite of they spend them together on date nights. That's really cute, actually. And then Fafrak says, that's a first. No one gets my last name right. Oh man. Also, MSN says local nice restaurants are fine. That's the other thing. Is like I feel like you have to. Hi Japheth. Hello over on YouTube. Riot is also here for the first time, saying I like a gift card for something specific that I like because I get to choose rather than the generic multi-shop cards. That's true. Like, I feel like if I get multi-shop cards, I'm just gonna use it on, like, to fucking replace something that broke in my kitchen. You know, like, I'm gonna use it for adult stuff and not in the fun way. And I'd rather have something that's like a Steam gift card, so that way it's a friend or a family member telling me, like, hey, relax for once. You have to spend this on something that's just for fun. So specificity in that sense is really fun. Gift cards for date night for stocking stuffers is a really good idea. What are we doing for stocking stuffers this year, by the way? I forget my stocking exists every year. It's literally in the background and I keep forgetting that it happens. What are the stocking stuffers for 2025? What are our thoughts? Because like bath bombs can only go so far and those are 3 years removed at this point. Tom says it's partly due to the amount needed to buy Warhammer or the actual tattoo, so I'm supporting them both on something I know they like. Yeah, that's true. And you also have to get a gift card for something that's like judging the amount for them is hard because it's like I need to get you enough to be usable, but the amount that is necessary to be usable is insane right now because of inflation. So like getting someone $100 gift card to a restaurant, they still might be spending money on that dinner because, you know, if it's them and like a date or something like that, it might still cost more than $100 to go, especially after tip. And you obviously need to tip in cash regardless, or you need to tip based on how much the end bill would have been if it were cash, you know? DB said, me and my friends swapped around the same $20 Amazon gift card for like 3 years before someone spent it and replaced it. How the fuck did it take that long? 20 bucks on Amazon? Oh man, good God. A Chill Day says, I got my wife nice candles, shower steamers, and new earrings and rings. Okay, gotcha. Oh man, yeah, jewelry is a really good one. I don't wear enough jewelry though. I don't know. Let's see, Turtle Monkey, hello. Atomic Gnome Game says, I got my wife the Crit Roll 10-year anniversary D20. That's gonna be in her stocking. D20s and dice are a really good stocking stuffer. Also like dice vaults, like the skinny ones that are like made of wood that are really easy to carry around. Anything that's like a dice vault or a collapsible, foldable dice tray is a really solid nerd idea. Tom says my friend is dropping 500 pounds on her tattoo. Sorry, I ain't gifting that much right now. She can have 10% of that. I guarantee she still like appreciates the 10%. Also, Leviathan says, good luck on the live stream. Thank you, Leviathan. Atomic says, oh, it's just reminded me, I've been meaning to get her a nice dice tower. Hey, there you go. Let's see. Tom says, I don't own a stocking anymore. I just moved and forgot about it. Aw. And Nimbus says, my restaurant has a question of the month that we used to call out your order. This month is, what do you want for Christmas? And the amount of money answers I've gotten has honestly made me a little sad, even if I understand that it's a super real answer. I wonder if it's genuinely a recession indicator. I know that there's a lot of things that are recession... Fucking... Let me start that over again. I know that there are a lot of things that are recession indicators, and there's something like called the stripper index, I'm pretty sure, right? Where if strippers start receiving less income, then they know that the finance bros who fund them are suffering from whatever's happening in the stock market, which is like an early indicator. And that's like a quantifiable thing. It's happened every time we've had recessions or like big dips in the economy, right? I'm pretty sure. Paul says is morphing into a chicken a recession indicator. I think it'll be a recession indicator if I start streaming more than I do, because that means shit's bad. If you start seeing me stream 8 hours a day the way that full-time streamers do, it means I've lost my job. If you also see me create short-form content that's on a tripod as opposed to me holding my phone and actually edited nicely, that also means I've lost my job, because I don't have the time to do that nowadays. Tom says, I'm recording another episode of my audiobook for a friend as a Christmas present. That's what she asked for. Oh, that's really sweet. And that's nice. It's like a homemade present. People don't do homemade shit anymore. Chip also says, has resubscribed for 28 months at tier 1. Welcome back, Chip, for your 28th month. And let's see. Atomic Gnome says, my wife is a dice goblin. Dude, I love the stages of Dice Goblin, because it starts off at just like collecting your starter set, you know, your $9 Chess X dice. And Paul says, in that case, welcome to the weekly recession indicator. Good show premise. You know, it's a saddening show premise, but it is there. The stages of being a dice goblin, they start at like the cheap Chess X dice, so the ones that you get in like bulk bins, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, you get a free D20 if you purchase this or this or this. The other, you go between that all the way up to what Smoking Glue Guns does, or all the way up to what Crescent Moon Alchemy or not Crescent Moon, what Color Spray Creations does, which I've talked about them before. They did the meat dice on Instagram a little while ago. Let's see. DBC said the stripper index, the lipstick index, and the hemline index. That sounds like a trio of books in like a dark fantasy novel, an erotic novel. Jesus. Okay, so wait, hold on. I'm gonna Google this without showing you guys for a sec. Stripper index. Yeah, okay. Decoding the economic symbols of sex work. Economists employ a diverse arsenal of macroeconomic measures known as economic indicators. Yep, okay. The stripper index is relative revenue generated by strippers' cash tips to the financial strain of consumers and the current economic cycle. It's mostly a joke to economists, but in 2022, the economic decline was predicted by a stripper based on her recent profits at work, and then economists realized that maybe there's something to it. Interesting. Okay. So the stripper index, the lipstick index was the other one. A theory that during economic downturns, consumers buy more small, affordable luxuries like lipstick as a mood-boosting treat instead of big-ticket items. Yeah, what are the prices on Magic the Gathering packs nowadays? Dude, I was at PAX Unplugged. I was talking to the Storyteller Squad. Amazing people, by the way. Also, hi, Galaxy Fox, over on YouTube. Ramon says the stripper index is a real business. Yeah, I do not doubt it in the fucking slightest. Oh wait, and also Paul says, are any of these related to the Waffle House index? No, separate thing. That one's like a, oh my god, what is it? It's an index of natural disasters, right? If it's like Waffle House has closed, then that's real fucking bad, because they never close, I believe. DBC said it's like the Pentagon Pizza Index for wartime or large-scale announcements. Yeah, where they have, oh my god, what is that one? Where orders of pizza to be delivered to the Pentagon skyrocket during times basically immediately preceding, you know, nuclear launches and shit like that, or crazy events that the public isn't aware of, because they're spending more time in the war room trying to like plan out shit. Also, Dread is here. Guys, everyone say hi to Dread at GM, our #1 competitor for the for the Starlight charity stream. Dread, we were just talking about you. We were looking at the leaderboard and you're fucking killing it, which also means that we need to catch up. So, you know, watch yourself. Dreaded GM says, we just hit 7 casts of Wish. Fuck yeah, hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this has been so exciting. Honestly, I'm glad that they've already crushed their goal. I don't know how long Streamus goes for. It just looks like it's Christmas time in general. Oh, it's just December. Okay, sick, hell yeah. We're also talking about the lipstick index. And then Red Magi says, are we talking about Waffle House? So the Waffle House, here we go, the Waffle House index. It's a metric named after the ubiquitous southern US restaurant chain Waffle House. Is now a good time to state I've never been to a Waffle House, by the way? Is it okay to admit that? Is this a safe place? Also, Dread says, actually the #1 competitor is Birds of Tokyo. Do you know who that is? Are they a gamer or a streamer, or do you know what they do? I don't know the Australian teams that much. I'm just here. Oh, Luke said you were all she wanted to be. Well, yeah. I don't know anyone else personally. So the Waffle House index is, let's see. Yeah, and Fafrex says, same, I've never been. Yeah, the measure is based on Waffle House's reputation for staying open during extreme weather and for reopening quickly, although sometimes with a limited menu after very severe weather events like tornadoes or fucking hurricanes. It assembles and trains Waffle House jump teams to facilitate fast reopening after disasters. Oh my god. And since they exist mostly in the South, where there's a lot of risk of hurricanes, they are really good at risk management and disaster preparedness. So the Waffle House Index is basically like a thing where if a bunch of Waffle Houses close, that means that shit's real bad, because it takes a lot for them to close. There is also this TTRPG called Waffle House Has Fallen, I'm pretty sure, which is based off of that concept. If I'm thinking of, or is it called The Last Waffle House Left? Maybe? Maybe I'm thinking of like an indie one that I just, oh, it's Cracker Barrel Has Fallen. That's based off of the Waffle House Index. Inspired by the funniest tweet I've ever seen. Oh man, oh god. We take no pleasure in reporting that Cracker Barrel has fallen. A once family-friendly establishment has caved to the oh great. So someone made a game based off of that. Anyway. So that's one of these indexes. We're talking about the lipstick effect, which I was just gonna mention was really involved in how, oh yeah, Mike says, who is your commander? Lathril, primarily, and also hello. We were talking about the lipstick index. So yeah, back at PAX Unplugged. Oh, Dread says, I don't mind if people knock me off the leaderboard. I do enjoy the competition, but I just flex all my time raised placement on the leaderboard. There you go. Which is on their Tilda profile. Oh, gotcha. And also Paul says Cracker Barrel has fallen though. I don't think we have a Cracker Barrel. Do we have Cracker Barrels in Oregon? I don't know. Oh, Michael says, sorry I missed you at Gen Con. I'm sorry, I'll be there next year. And then, oh yeah, PAX Unplugged. So the lipstick index and PAX Unplugged. I was talking to the Storyteller Squad. If you don't know them, they're an amazing group. They do TTRPG, like podcasts based in Monster of the Week. And so they were selling a bunch of merch, including stuffed animals and postcards and candles and things like that. And I was talking to them and they were like, yeah, it's been an amazing year. Like we've honestly had record-breaking sales. And I was like, oh shit, that's amazing. And they were like, yeah, it's good for us. It's terrible for the economy though. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, it's a huge recession indicator when people start spending money on small little treats like what we sell, like specifically in the price range of what they sell, was the perfect, range for what is here on the lipstick index. And so people spending more on teeny little things to give themselves teeny little bits of dopamine, it's bad, I suppose. Hey, Swain over on YouTube says, hey, good to see you. Hi. And Paul says, unlike Waffle Houses, Cracker Barrels can be found outside the southeast quarter of the US. Oh, okay. And Ramon says the index finger index. God, it's like playing, fuck me, was it Dead-Sided Dice or something like that again? The dice game where you have to like bet your fingers. Luke says, fun fact, you can ask Siri where Crackle Bucket is and it'll tell you where Cracker Barrel is. I'm afraid I'm gonna set off my Siri by reading that aloud. And let's see. Someone says Monster of the Week represent. Yeah. And then Ramon says, I miss Denny's. I think I have been to. Have I been to a Denny's? I think I just hate breakfast food actually. Paul says, it's okay if you haven't been to a Waffle House. Well, what's on their menu? Hold on. Waffle House menu. This is a bad thing to look up around dinner time, by the way. The menu items archive. A pecan waffle. These look like huge fucking waffles. Oh, these are massive. You can also get steak and eggs. Sirloin and eggs. Just straight up sliced tomato. Is that a thing that people have for breakfast? Do people just eat straight up tomato? Also, DBCU's dead. Denny's isn't for breakfast time, though. Denny's is for 1 to 3 a.m. after drinking. That's my Taco Bell hour, though. Also, Michael says that's the only thing you order is the All-Star Slam. What is an All-Star Slam? All-Star Slam Waffle House, specifically. I don't care about sports. Yeah, here we go. Oh. It's straight up just like a waffle, toast, 2 eggs, 3 slices of bacon, a hash brown, and then a little bit of grape jelly. Which, honestly, that covers all your bases. I'm kind of here for it. HW says Waffle House is also for 1 to 3 a.m. after drinking. I have been to a Denny's. Was it a Denny's? It was at PAX Unplugged like 2 years ago, actually. Paul says Denny's hour and Taco Bell hour are very similar things. It's like witching hour, Denny's hour, and Taco Bell hour in that order. But Denny's is where like you go as a group when you're tipsy after drinking or drunk after drinking, as happens when you drink. And you go with like a whole squad. I feel like if you have 3 people or less, you go to Taco Bell. If you have 4 or more, you go to Denny's, you know? Tom says I've been to Denny's as a Brit. It was an experience at 14. I've enjoyed it. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time in America. Man. Lucas Justice says, what should we do for the food derail poll? Denny's menu items or Waffle House food items? I only have experience in one of those, but... I mean, listen. I would argue that Sherry's might be... I mean, I know people don't go to Waffle House for the food. They go for, like, the vibes. But I feel like this looks like a worse version of Sherry's. Which is, I think it's only in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, it's only up here. So Sherry's is like a genuinely like solid, almost old school in vibe style restaurant. And they do this thing where they create what are called pie shakes, where they straight up just take, I've talked about this before, they take an entire slice of pie and shove it into a fucking blender. And then it's the best thing you've ever had. It's so good. We have that in California. Oh, hell yeah. And Tom says pie shakes. Yeah, dude. Ramon says I refuse to go to the Pacific Northwest. Depends on where you go, I would say. But it's hard not to agree. California and the northern part of California that kind of counts, kills me. Washington, sales tax, can't do it. Oregon though, if you're not in Portland, it's great. Biggie Cheese says it sounds so good. Yeah, it is really good. You could also do it at home though. Fafrex says, oh, there was a fun fact. Oh, I missed it. And scrolling on Instagram is actual hell. Someone else says Denny's is only good from midnight to 3 a.m. Yeah, I feel like the I shouldn't be eating, I should be asleep at these hours type of like that golden era of is just, it makes all food taste so much better. Itachi, hi, how's it going? And Hazard says Portillo's does that with a multi-layer chocolate shake. Multi-layer shake? What are the other layers? Also, Tom says, what the fuck, America? I thought Scotland was crazy for their deep fried Mars bars. Oh, dude. If that's the most you're deep frying. And Frackerek says, is it okay to repeat it? Absolutely, go for it. I would say, we also have deep fried, like, God, basically everything at a county fair, but deep fried Oreos in particular are so fucking good. Pieman says we would always buy school supplies on our road trips to Washington and back because of the lack of tax. Yeah, there's a thing where people in Washington, someone said in America will deep fry the deep fryers. Also, hi Joel, welcome in. Also, welcome in Fosmo for the first time in Twitch. Hazar says we have deep fried butter. We have deep fried butter. We have deep fried ice cream, which still doesn't make sense to me. How the fuck do we do that actually? Hold on. Deep fried ice cream. This has eluded me. So it basically looks like, here we go. It's quite literally just like a pocket of dough. And then on the inside is ice cream. So it's like really hot on the outside and really cold on the inside. I don't know how you physically make this. Is it a batter? It's a batter, isn't it? I'm dumb as hell. It's probably just a batter, huh? Oh, it's encased in cornflake crust. Does that count? Oh no, yeah, okay, so you deep fry the cornflakes. That's kind of cool. I'm here for that. Yves says America figured out how to deep fry water. Let's see. And Frafarak. says there's only one Cracker Barrel in the country that doesn't have a shotgun over the fireplace. It's in my hometown because there was a family murder like 15 years ago. Oof. Yeah, a shotgun too would be rough. Hasbar says several days to do it, and it's flash fried. Oh, several ways to do it. I see. Wait, what are some weird deep fried foods? Took me so long to type. There we go. That's a deep fried spider. That is just a spider. Mobile streams, you can't see that, and you know, you're welcome. Deep fried butter. Yeah, it's here. A ball of butter, battered and fried, surprisingly delicious and rich. Fried ice cream made the list somehow. Fried Oreos, Snickers, and cookie dough. That's not that weird though. Deep fried cookie dough? Also, Doc says you make a ball out of the ice cream, dip it in egg. Oh, it's got egg involved? And then roll it in cake crumbs, deep freeze it, and then fry and serve immediately. That's the traditional way, but people will cheat and use cornflakes. Oh, I getcha. Hunter says it doesn't sound horrible, the spider, I mean. So I know that there are cans of like, not deep fried, but like pickled or otherwise preserved snake that you can eat, like rattlesnake meat that you can get in cans. And I remember watching a YouTuber or something like that try it a long time ago, and they were like, it's not my favorite, but it's like not the worst thing in the world. There's a certain point where meat kind of all tastes the same, you know? Christoph says the deep fried spider definitely has layers of crunch at least. Oh my God. And then Paul the map guy says, is the butter fried in butter? Is it butter fried butter? Got an Ouroboros of just dairy. Anyway, Luca suggested a poll saying, what's the best late night diner? IHOP, Denny's, Waffle House, Huddle House, or Jack in the Box? Jack in the Box is not a diner, is it? Is it qualified as a diner? Oh my God, also, and Fafrax is always tequila with the human fingers in it. I haven't seen that. I've seen the tequila with the worms in it though, the mezcal. Oh yeah, Lucky says pickled snake meat. There's layers of crunch. And Crooked Rook says it's fried in ghee instead. I see. A ghee. Deep fried spaghetti on a stick is a thing in Minnesota during the state fair. That actually sounds like it would slap. 100%. Oh, and Cody says some of my buddies came back from Korea and brought some kind of liquor with a whole scorpion in the bottle. Goodness. Luke says, fine, you can remove it even if they're open at 3 a.m. Yeah, if you're gonna toss anything on there for the last slot, it's gotta be Taco Bell or nothing, you know? I've never heard of a Huddle House, though. Luke says you can replace it with Steak and Shake. That works. Let's see. Ghee, fermented butter, sounds nasty, but it makes the best curries and is lactose friendly. Oh, nice. I love the I love the implication that normal butter is lactose unfriendly. Hey, Split the Party TV, welcome in. Hi, guys. I swear I'm only in the chicken soup because it's comfy and I'm sick. We're currently raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation over in Australia. We're part of their Stream Miss push, and we've currently raised 2,205 Australian dollars with our goal of 3,000, where one of the community members will get a lemon tattoo. We're also doing some giveaways, which are going to be over in the Discord. So we've already unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items to give away. So hop on over to the Discord and I'll arrange all that tonight after I'm done with the stream. We'll leave it up for like a day or two, you know. Viper says we had a Huddle House right outside of Shaw AFB. What is AFB? In South Carolina. And Paul says, no, the last time I was here, you were sick too. I think I'm just unlucky because I got sick immediately after PAX Unplugged, and that took me out for the entirety of Thanksgiving. And then I had technical difficulties for stream. And then now I'm back here. If anything, I think the gods just want me to suffer. Carl says, I didn't realize you were wearing a chicken suit. Yeah, it's got like little, the hands and feet have like yellow on them. And then there's feet on the little thing. It's really cute. It has a tail too. Oh, it's an Air Force base. Oh, I gotcha. Kashka also says, don't let Diana fool you. She had to make a deal with the computer and had to wear the chicken suit as part of the ritual. I figured it was, we raised $500 and smashed through our first goal on our first charity stream, so I honestly thought that it was a pretty solid way to celebrate anyway. Plus, again, it's comfy, so. Will says I got sick last week Tuesday and then I got injured on my right arm on Friday. Jesus, that's fucking rough. How bad was the injury? And Paul says, chicken soup helps you feel better, but if chicken soup isn't available, chicken soup will do. Thank you. Do I have any food? I have chicken stock. which means I think I can make egg drop soup if I remember how, because it's like 3 ingredients. It's like cornstarch, egg, and like some sort of stock. So I might do that afterwards. Tom says, I hope you all feel well soon, friends. Thank you, I'm trying. And Mage's Rick says, where do I get a chicken soup? Oh shit, that's a good question. I think I got this off of Amazon. Perhaps. Will says, I ran and tripped. I caught myself with my right hand, elbow, and shoulder. Ooh, onto like asphalt? Oh no. And Dank says, I would like the record to show I'm a conscientious objector to this poll. Hey, the poll is up. If you're watching on Twitch right now, you can now vote between IHOP, Denny's, Waffle House, Huddle House, and Taco Bell for the best late night diner. Paul says, tear apart a cooked chicken breast, add some pasta, and you're hooked up. I love that you think I have cooked chicken lying around. Also, how dare you? How dare you? He's right here. Don't listen to them. Mwah. He's a cute little guy. Viper says, I feel like the recipe for egg drop soup is in the name. Yeah, it's literally just drop eggs in soup. Here, hold on. It's genuinely so easy. Egg drop soup recipe. Love soup. There we go. Egg drop soup by thewalksoflife.com. Oh god, it's gonna do the recipe thing where it's 3 ingredients and it gives me a fucking half-hour lead up of scrolling to find the actual recipe at the bottom. There we go. So it's chicken stock. Oh, this is actually a lot more involved than I thought. Oh, it's a lot more involved. There's a lot of fucking ingredients. Is there like an easy one? Because I swear it was less than that. No, yeah, I just remember it wrong. I think I made it as a kid with just straight up like broth, egg, and cornstarch, and then complained that it tasted terrible and wondered why. Let's see. Anime Man says, how is Taco Bell a diner? Anything that's open after the clubs close, we'll call it there. Mark says, I'm struggling to make the Curse of Strahd campaign that I'm DMing feel spooky enough. Any advice? Ooh, yeah, really emphasize the shit that goes down in Valakai because it's more human horror. And it's like gray morality as opposed to just spooky, scary skeletons and fucking werewolves and ghost kids. Really play into, for example, every ghost should have a really tragic backstory. The ghost kids have one already, but you can play it up and make it so that the party uncovers it slowly, bit by bit, as a mystery. Carl says, I hop all the way. I feel like eating, God, I'm so fucking hungry now. Also, Ensun says, how do you ask stuff? Just drop it in chat, I'm happy to answer. I had this question over on TikTok. But yeah, I usually make Curse of Strahd really spooky either by making sure that human morality and gray morality is in there, and then I also really ham up the descriptions. Absolutely everything is way bloodier in my games. There's a lot more body horror. Any sort of transformation that occurs is like someone tearing apart their own skin and like as if they'll suffocate if they don't do it fast enough. Shit like that, right? That's a lot scarier than just the ghost children and shit like that that's in the normal Curse of Strahd. I also recommend looking at the Curse of Strahd subreddit. It's amazing as a resource. It adds a lot of extra, lore that is, to a degree, canon, and then also some non-canon lore. It gives you better stat blocks to work with, it gives you more horrifying situations to throw at your party, and it generally just overhauls and upgrades massively the campaign. Let's see. Will Endowed says his pull-ups ad needs to go. Oh god, I'm sorry. And Itachi's on 5 streams in a row. Welcome back. We also had N Sun LT Hi and then Novan Rider, both of whom have followed. And DBC said, rip Huddle House. No one voted for you. That's because Huddle House sounds like something that a bunch of content creators would go in on together. To like a bunch of NFL commentators would all rent out some townhouse somewhere and call it the Huddle House and make it into a content house. Oh, Tom is out of points. But Tom is also subscribed with Prime. Hey, welcome to the folds, Tom. Welcome to the party. Thanks for being here. Yapalooza over on Instagram also says hi. Hello. Oh my gosh, and Daydreamer wants me to hydrate. Yeah, I should absolutely do that. Oh, and also Christoph says, Diana, the horror notes in the Divinity trailer seem very similar. Yeah, I like that sort of stuff a lot, honestly. Everything about the Divinity trailers like so up my alley. That's what I want out of my TTRPGs, you know? Apparently they confirmed that it's also gonna be turn-based though, right? Yeah, it is gonna be a turn-based TTRPG, or turn-based RPG, rather. I fucking hate turn-based RPGs. I want to throw it out there. They're my least favorite kind of game, and they always have been, until Divinity Original Sin got me into them. And then, of course, Baldur's Gate 3 enhanced it even more. So that was fantastic. Even if you're like, oh my god, I hate turn-based RPGs, you should be playing Divinity, you know. Or Baldur's Gate, I suppose. DBC said Larry is under fire right now over some Gen AI comments though. Yeah, I saw that, and they did not do anything to fucking clear shit up, it looked like. I'm kind of waiting to hear more from them, because I feel like they have a lot of, I don't know, if you're gonna use AI and machine learning, generative AI is one thing. It's also another thing to have machine learning based off of your own content exclusively. Like, my company has to use AI, but they, due to privacy reasons and a bunch of other shit, they physically cannot let it learn off of anything that isn't related to what we feed it, which is like our procedures and things like that. And they use it as like an FAQ. This sounds like they're using it, they said for concept art, and at first it sounded like they were generating concept art, and that was like a huge fucking no-no. And then they said they were using it to develop concept art ideas. And I don't know what that means. And I feel like maybe companies should disclose exactly how they're using AI, whether or not it's generative, whether or not it's basically just like an algorithm that plugs and plays the same way that things have always done. If it's like the same level of AI that I can get by pressing a hotkey on my Razer mouse, then that's not the AI that everyone's thinking of, but that uses the same terminology, because AI is really just like a buzzword nowadays. So it's a nuanced topic, and people need to try a lot fucking harder to clear up their nuance when they're talking about the AI that they're using, especially when you're a company that has harbored that much goodwill in a community that viscerally fucking hates Gen AI. That was bold of them to come out and say. So I'm curious to hear how they're gonna justify your backtrack on it. Let's see. Luke says concept art idea is basically a visual generated to tell the artist, okay, so this is what I'm going for, and then they make their own. I can't imagine that the team is super okay with that. I don't know. Sozio says, cute fit, and thank you for your contributions to helping the world. Oh my god, thank you. Holy shit, yeah, I'm dressed as a chicken for today. Only because it's soft. It's comfortable. But yeah, we're raising money. If you've just tuned in for the Starlight Children's Foundation over in Australia, our ultimate goal is $3,000 for right now. If we raise another 45 Australian dollars, you can donate through the link in either the description if you're on YouTube, or by using !donate in chat if you're on Twitch. Then you can donate towards the cause. If we reach another $45 Australian, then we'll give away another deck of Forest themed playing cards. We'll toss it into the pot, and everyone, regardless of whether or not you donated, can enter those giveaways. We're already giving away like 5 or 6 things, 7 things over on the Discord. That'll be in the announcements channel here soon as stream ends, basically. Autism says, Autism Gaming. Have you played Metazoa recently? Yes? Yeah, yesterday, actually. Did we win? We did, yeah, because one of you guys guessed, like, Grasshopper. Yeah. Also, Tom says Neil, Astarian, just asked art graders to replace all the generative AI voice work with real voices now that they're successful. Yeah, there should be no excuse. It's really, like, AI-generated voices are insane, and it's wild that the industry hasn't done more on, like, a fundamental level to head it off in contracts. Also, Destroyer of Sushi says, yo, Diana, Fiction Lens is a projector company. A projector company? Using D&D to dropship and riff off the player? I have never heard of them before, but that is good to know, I suppose. Lucas says I haven't done today's Metazoa yet. I'm gonna knock it off real quick. Should we do it together? Do you guys want to do some Metazoa? Here, let's do this. Metazoa. You'll notice I decided to keep the feet search up. So here's another glance at the playing cards that are being given away in the Discord later tonight. Got a good amount of them up and going for you guys. Oh, the art is so fucking cute. Anyway, feet, Metazoa. There we go. Tom Pickering says chickens and feet. So if you guys are new to this, the way Metazoa works is it's a game that you play online. It's totally free. It's like a Wordle type thing. So they change the answer every day, and there's like a goal animal, a goal species that we have to get to. And sorry, I'm so stiffly. We are gonna guess an animal. You guys are actually gonna guess the animals. And then, let me know in chat what your guesses are, and I will type it in, and then it will show us something that the target animal and then the animal that we've guessed have in common. It might be its genus, it might be its family, it might be really bad, and it's like we have fucking nothing in common. Tom says elephant. Yeah, we can start. Oh wait, Cash Cow says chicken should be first. Let's start with chicken and then go to elephant. And then see how that works. Hi, Rodder, how's it going? Also, Anime Man says AI is not bad as a concept. I think it's gonna do more harm than good in artistic spaces, especially. Yeah, it's really fucked up that it's a part of something that is inherently meant to be human and emotional. It's like the complete antithesis for everything art related. That being said, it's not entirely a bad thing due to the way that it has created a lot of advancements in medicine. And that is, I think you'd be hard pressed to find anyone who says that the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning for positive medical outcomes is a bad thing on the whole. So I don't know. I'm not an expert though. I just live here. So we had the first guest be chicken. And I'm so sorry, Instagram, you're not gonna be able to see this, but I'll try and chat with you guys as we go along. Oh, we're really far. Oh, we're really far. Okay, so the only thing that the chicken and that we just guessed, and then the goal animal that we're trying to guess have in common are the fact that they're both amniotes, which basically means that it's, how do I put this? They're tetrapod vertebrate animals belonging to the clade Amniota, a large group that comprises the vast majority of living terrestrial and semi-aquatic vertebrates. So we know it's not a fish, functionally. Now it just says they have a spine. Yeah, they're specifically a vertebrate, but they're also not they're a terrestrial vertebrate, most likely. Or at least partially, terrestrial, I suppose. Cash Cow says it's a carbon-based life form. Oh god. I did see elephant. So let's do elephant next, because that might get us a little bit closer. These things do get pretty specific. Oh, it's not very close at all. So we know that it's a eutherian. So an elephant has this in common with the animal, that they're both panplacentalians, which consists of placental mammals and Altherian mammals that are more closely related to placentals than to marsupials. So it doesn't lay eggs, I believe. Also, Tensor says, no, it could still be a fish. Everything's a fish. Oh, man. Let's see. Jeffin says a fennec fox. Ooh, yeah. Fennec fox is in here. We could do Arctic or red fox, though. We did red fox last time. Let's do Arctic fox this time. Hey, that's actually a really good guess. Fuck yeah. So the closer to green we get, the closer to the answer we are, if that helps. You don't have to know a lot about like animal, like different clades and things like that, or orders, or how the different like animal tree, family tree thing works. Just know that greener is good and redder is bad. So we know that the animal is Laurasiatherian, which is a superorder of placental mammals that groups together true insectivores, bats, carnivorans, pangolins, even-toed ungulates, odd-toed ungulates, and all their extinct relatives. I don't know if Metazoa does extinct animals. I don't know. Oh no. Also, someone says it's a crab. Everything's a crab. Nightray says I came in late. What's the question? We are doing Metazoa right now. Unfortunately, it's something that only the people on Twitch and YouTube can see, and TikTok, visually. But we're essentially trying to guess an animal based off of animals that are related to it. So let's see. I heard, anteater, platypus. The platypi do lay eggs, but they're still considered, I don't know if they're Laurasiatherians. I don't know if they count. Interesting. Okay, wait, hold on. I saw Wolverine. So we're gonna do Wolverine from Yves, which does not get us any closer, unfortunately. It looks like Wolverine's, okay, so Arctic foxes and Wolverines are both canids. So that means we know it's not a canid, which actually rules out a fuck ton for us. So that means anything that is a cat, a dog, cat-like, dog-like, so that includes foxes, that includes bears, that includes skunks. I think seals also count. Yeah, seals are also caniforms. Basically like a bunch of carnivorous creatures. Pinnipeds, you know? Tensor says jaguar. Jaguar's a good guess too. Come on. Ah, shit. Okay. Oh, yeah, because a jaguar's a fucking carnivore. Okay, so we know it's not carnivorous, if that helps. So think teeth-wise, it's probably got flat teeth. Elk says Crayhack. I saw that pop up once or twice. Let's try elk. Let's see if we can go after the ungulates. No, it's not an elk. But we're in the ballpark. What the fuck? Anteater is a good guess as well. We know that's not carnivorous. Not the way that they're thinking. Oh, okay. So we know it's not an elephant. We know it's not an anteater. They're up here somewhere. Interesting. I don't know the difference between these two very well. Hi, Berserker. Hello. And then Mayo, how's it going? It's been a long time. Someone said a bonobo. A bonobo would be... Oh, would that count? Are they carnivores enough to... Let's try. I kind of want to know where primates are at. No. Okay, so it's not a primate. Really doesn't help us a lot. Reindeer is gonna be pretty close to elk, so I don't think we want to go down that route. I'm guessing if it has hooves, it's probably not on here. Maybe we think more insectivores? Autism Gaming says rhino. Rhino's a good one. Rhinoceros. Rhinoceri. Holy shit, you nailed it! A white rhinoceros specifically, also known as the white rhino or square-lipped rhinoceros, is the largest extant species of all rhinos and the most social of all rhino species. Aw, that's really nice. Carl says, didn't you say it was an insectivore? I said insectivores would be a solid guess, because we know it wasn't a carnivore, and that was the big one. Hey, Atomic says a tapir. Close enough. But hi, Atomic, hello, hello. And then Lucas says it totally randomly hit rhino, wasn't close before that. Oh man. Well done. It's characterized by its wide mouth adapted for grazing. The species includes 2 subspecies with dramatically different conservation outlooks. The white rhinoceros, the southern one, is doing fucking pretty solid. 17,464 individuals in the wild as the end of 2023. And then the northern white rhinoceros, which I'm guessing is so bad they won't even list the fucking stats for it, so that ain't good. But well done. Well done, well done. Oh, the TikTok live went down due to inactivity. That's okay. I'll pop it back up. We still have 8 minutes left. Go. Let's see. We could also try... Autism Gaming says that was a massive guess. That was a massive guess. It's not even telling me anything else that's like related to it. Can I...
What a little guy.
I can't go back and like keep fleshing out the thing that it's related to. Why don't we try one more time? We'll give it one more go. So we can practice. And then does anyone have a species to start? Hi, Dosen! Thank you so much for the sub! Does anyone want to give us a go? Galahad says, off topic. What card should I make my commander in this deck I'm building? Preferably 2-color. There's a lot of really fun commanders out there. I mean, I would go... that's a really big question, honestly. Preferably 2-commander. I'm a big fan of Lathril. I also recommend any vampire. They're really fun. If you have Olivia Voldaren, that can be pretty cool. Let's see. Drawn to Inspire says a bush dog. That was... my ex's nickname in college. Drawn to Inspire, since this is your first time chatting, I'll try and find Bush Dog. It's not here. We could do like we could do a Raccoon Dog though. That's close enough. Oh, wait, DBCU said do Flubs the Fool. Flubs the Fool could work. Someone also says Hippo as a guess. That's a good guess. Oh, what the fuck? Oh no. Oh, this isn't good. The Tanuki that we guessed, the Raccoon Dog, and the animal that we have in common with it as a fucking ancestor is a fish. Which doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not a scientist. So someone in Instagram guessed hippo. Let's see, hippopotamus. Also in the Osteichthyes group. Oh, Laurasiatherians are based off of fish. Okay. So it's probably a fish. Jeffin says a dolphin. We can try dolphin. That might be a little bit too close to like... Yeah, so dolphins are like the type of animals that were land and then went back to sea. Same with whales. So, also Jardo says, I love the hoodie. Yeah, it's a nice little onesie. It's comfy as hell too. Tuna says uncreative. Tuna. Let's try. Oh shit! That helps a lot actually. Percomorphosae. The Percomorpha is an extremely large and diverse clade of ray-finned fish. With more than 70,000 known species from both marine and freshwater ecosystems, it's the most speciose, it's a fancy word, clade of extant vertebrates. So we know it's a vertebrate, well, we know it's a fish, we'll say, but like a fish, not like a dolphin. And we know that it's got, oh, have a good night, Bood, over on Instagram. We know it's also got ray fins. Oh, a parrotfish and a lionfish. Let's do parrotfish and then lionfish if we don't nail it. This is where, oh, parrotfish is not here. Okay, let's do lionfish. Lionfish also isn't on here. Okay, swordfish is another good guess. And then after that we could do beta fish, because swordfish didn't get us any closer. Beta fish from Tensor. Really? These guys are all percomorphs, but they're not at all related. What are we missing here? Nimbus says, where are we trying to get onto on this chart? So there's this little question mark here, and we're trying to guess this animal. And then every time we make a guess, it'll place the animal that we just guessed somewhere on this family tree, and it'll tell us what the closest ancestor to the target animal is. Eels wouldn't be ray fin fish though. A bluegill, says Iron River. Bluegill's not on here. Trout, says Pieman. Trout is also not close. This is where I really don't know shit about fish. Nemo. Oh, a clownfish? Clownfish are ray finned, right? Should we say like a bass? We're just gonna guess every fish known to man and never get any closer. Jeffin says that one Hawaiian fish that I can't pronounce. Oh god. A grouper is not on here. A gar? Any sort of gar or garfish is not on here. Flounder? Halibut. Yeah, that counts. It looks like the fish that we're looking for is a... It's related to bass, but isn't one. And also isn't related to halibut or tuna or trout. Perch. Let's try a perch. This is gonna be, holy shit! Who the fuck said perch? Nodster! Well done! Oh my god, I never would have fucking guessed that. I keep forgetting a perch is a fish, dude. A yellow perch, commonly referred to as perch, striped perch, American perch, or preacher. Wow, okay, it's ordained. Is a freshwater perciform fish native to much of North America. Damn, well done. Holy shit. Round of applause, chat. Brother Corey says, are you doing a giveaway? We are. It's over in the Discord due to the fact that I have too many audiences to balance. So that's gonna be basically taking place here in like maybe like 10 minutes. You don't have to be there. It's just like a little click a button thing. No purchase necessary, and we're giving away a bunch of cards that are based around Pacific Northwest themes. We're also giving away 2 copies of PNW, which is a book all about card games that are way above and beyond your normal card games. I love this book for just like taking camping with me personally. It's also gorgeously filled with art. Luke says soon, yeah. And then Tom says, the stream done, I'm about to pass out. It do be late. It do be late. Actually, yeah. Probably calling it here. Colin says, giving away 2 coffees. No way, holy shit. Giving away 2 copies. I am congested though, so it's all kind of the same thing. We've currently raised $2,205 for Starlight. Hi, Maddie, how's it going? Nonster wants me to hydrate as well. There we go. Which was a decent amount of the way towards the $3,000 goal. Like, I just want to point out, our original goal was 500 Australian dollars. So this is fucking amazing. Thank you guys so much. Our top donor of all time, basically, has been My Nerd Life at $1,000. Drodane did 200 today. Wintermelon with 5. Mickey with 205. They're all on the board here. Nimbus Comics is number 2 on the top donors list with 400. And then Mickey's right behind. The Starlight Children's Foundation is truly an amazing group, you guys. I'm so honored that they reached out, especially to little old me, to my fucking American ass, and asked me to join. So thank you guys so much for being a part of it. Not just that we utterly smashed 2K. We did. It was so cool. The first day was insane. Let's see. Lucas says, I kind of want this tattoo now. Chat, you can do it. Yeah, 3,000. Luke is gonna get a tattoo of a lemon because I used to take lemon juice shots every time we reach a certain milestone in charities. I still do it just when I've recovered from sick stuff, you know? As far as I'm aware though, we aren't doing any more charity streams until I think my next one is March or April of next year. So we got a little bit of a break. And then Turtle Monkey says, what channel is the giveaway on Discord? It's gonna be in the announcements channel. I haven't set it up yet, but I will here in a sec. So keep an eye out for that. And then Paul the Map Guy says, the thought of that gives me heartburn. I feel like I have a limited number of years to continue doing it. I think there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to retire for the sake of my esophagus. But Zach, hello over on YouTube. Yeah, so far we're giving away, let's see. Oh my gosh, 3 copies of the blue version of these Pacific Northwest based playing cards. So 3 copies of these, 2 copies of the green set, and then 2 copies of PNW, which is the book itself. So you can read more about it if you go just search PNW card games. It is genuinely really fun and really solid. And so huge thank you to Gameswell for, am I gonna sneeze? Not during my thank yous. We're good. Huge thank you to Gameswell for offering to help out and support the charity and offer these like items up for giveaway. They are going to be shipped direct from them, not from me, which is probably good because I'm really slow at shipping stuff for giveaways. So as soon as I get the winners, I'll collect information from you, and then with your permission, I'll send it over to Gameswell, and then they will send out this stuff. They said it should arrive around the holidays too. So if you need it before then, or if you're taking a road trip and you want to just like sit in a corner and play solitaire as a way of avoiding your family, this is a bunch of really cool variations of games that you can play solo. So Will says, I love your Discord rules. Thank you. Yeah, rules is generous. It's just the one. It just says don't be a dick. It's great. It's my favorite. Anyway, I think we're gonna call it there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm gonna try and do the YouTube stream tomorrow. I know I've been bailing on that for a couple months due to travel, so I will be over live streaming on YouTube for an exclusive mobile stream, not on any other platform. So don't forget to subscribe to be able to chat and hang out. That's gonna be tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific time, about 5 to 5:30. It's just a quick catch up, a quick little chance to talk one-on-one with the YouTube audience and just say hi. For those who are hanging out on TikTok right now, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Same with those on Instagram. It's gonna be Monday at 5 o'clock Pacific time for our next stream. I will, well, actually, if I don't have jury duty, but I shouldn't, knock on wood. So I'll say goodbye to Instagram as well. For those watching on YouTube, unfortunately I can't raid out to anyone, but you will be along for the ride because it's all through OBS. And then in the meantime, let's raid into, oh yeah, Turtle Monkeys has a quick question. D&D? Yeah, if you could type it out in the next like 3 seconds. But Christoph says bye. Yeah, be sure to stick around. I'm gonna send you guys over to a friend of mine, another streamer, another content creator. Turtle Monkey says next time. Okay, well I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. If not then Monday at 5. People are saying I forgot about jury duty. I know, it's truly, it sneaks up on you. I forget that it exists, but people have been giving me lots of tips to be incredibly biased, so that way we won't have that. Hopefully I won't get picked or anything like that. What I'm gonna do is send you guys over to, oh shit, I can send you guys over to Carrie. You guys are gonna recognize Carrie, Oathbreaker Carrie, an amazing content creator who does a lot of like D&D content. You'll recognize him because he does really good skits. He's the guy who dresses up as the Warlock, and he's part of the Rune Docs. He's also just like genuinely a wonderful human being. So please stick around, please say hi to him. It's great to see him streaming. And again, in the meantime, thank you guys so much. I will see you all on Monday. Bye-bye.